All right, I just want to test the sound, so just start talking about...
just from the beginning?
Yep.
Cool. Hi, my name is Talei. I'm one of the 2% of the population that has alopecia. Alopecia is an autoimmune disease that makes your white blood cells attack your hair follicles and they fall out. There's 3 different forms of alopecia. Areata, which is the one that I have, which is where your hair falls out in patches. Totales, which is where you lose the hair on top of your scalp. Universales is where you lose all the hair all over the body. There is no rhyme or reason to alopecia. It can affect anyone at any time for no expected reason. Each person can have their own theory as to why it can flare up, but after much research, there's nothing to be proven. Everybody's story is unique to their own. My story started 7 years ago when I was 19. I was on the couch with my boyfriend at the time, and he noticed that I had a spot missing from my head. Shocked, I ran to the bathroom, and sure enough, a golf ball-shaped chunk was missing from my locks. Immediately, I contacted my doctor, and I was referred to a dermatologist, where she had confirmed that I had this rare autoimmune disease. All she could tell me was that I was going to lose my hair. She couldn't tell me how much I was going to lose, she couldn't tell me when I was going to lose it, and she couldn't tell me why. She could only offer me 2 options. One were support groups, and other were steroid shots. I opted for the shots, and unfortunately for my case, it made the spots grow rapidly. So lost and so confused, I didn't know where I was going, and I didn't know where I was going to be. Fortunately for my case, I was surrounded by one of the most incredible support groups, filled with friends and family and people that I met with alopecia that also gained respect for me from my patches. Within about 7 months, 70% of the hair that I had spent many years growing out to be the longest and healthiest it had ever been was gone. After about 1.5 years and a new alternative approach with alternative medicine, I had some new growth. But the growth was very, very minuscule, and it took a very, very long time. Within 2 years, I spent so much time and effort trying out different hairstyles to try and cover the spots, trying wearing headbands, and even wearing wigs. Enough was enough. On February 14th, 2016, my best friend shaved my head. It was 2 hours before our shift. I'm a bartender, and I was working at this incredible family neighborhood restaurant at the time. Immediately I walked in and I was overloaded with the amount of appreciation and love I had. Not only were people so eager to hear about my story, but they were excited to learn about this autoimmune disease that I once was so ashamed of. From then on, I learned that I wanted to highlight my spots and not hide them. On occasion, you'll still get that person that sees a girl with a buzz-cut shaved head with random patches from it, and they're so confused and they're so lost. But one thing that I've learned from having this experience is everyone's willing to listen, and from that, they're willing to learn. After I shaved my head the first time, I decided to still grow my hair out. I've been wearing this undercut for the last 5 years, and as fun and as incredible as it's been, I still feel as if I'm hiding something that is so beautiful. I'm ready to wear the everyday look of someone with alopecia. I'm ready for someone to see my spots and see who I am. When telling some people that I was going to shave my head, I still got the reaction of why? Why shave your head when you have beautiful hair and your hair can cover your spots? The first time that I shaved my head was the most empowering thing I could do for myself, because I was finally taking reins on something that had had control over my hair for the previous 2 years. Not only that, but I was able to educate the everyday person on what alopecia was. I was finally able to share a story that was once so shamefully written for many, many people prior. I took my hair before my body could, and then I got the greatest experience from it, and I was able to educate so many people, the everyday person, on what this rare autoimmune disease was. I now love my spots, and I no longer want to hide behind them, and I want to share this beautiful gift that I was given. It makes me unique and it makes me me. So I will shave my head and I will showcase it. 2% is still 147 million people worldwide. If you break that down to numbers near you, that's still 1 in 50 people you know that may have this rare autoimmune disease. But for so long, the beauty standards have made it to where the people that have this feel so ashamed that they do whatever it takes to perceive themselves without it. I do believe that we are living in a world where we can break these silly standards. My story is just one of many. And in return, when we are able to share our differences, it can in return unite us. I am proud and honored to wear these patches and to have these random scattered bald spots all over my head. I am proud to be alopecia.